Minister Terzi, Dr. Lu, Ambassador Felicani, Stefano Poli, Italian delegates, representatives of the media, members of the Chamber, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and thank you for coming to this very important luncheon with Minister Terzi on the occasion of his state visit to SEA. I have also just returned this morning from Rome from a very important board meeting of Assocamere-Estero, the Association of the 77 Italian Chambers of Commerce abroad, where I sit in representation of the Asian region. In fact, I'm very happy to see today Ambassador Magliano and Ambassador Melani, who are very close to our association. They sit on our board for many years now. These days, a debate on the shape of the future of the Italian system, promotional system abroad is taking place. And at this board meeting in Rome, it was widely acknowledged amongst the participants, including the representatives of Unioncamere, the Italian Chambers, the system of the Italian Chambers of Commerce in Italy, the Ministry of Economic Development and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that the network of the Italian Chambers of Commerce abroad is emerging as a major pillar of this new system, promotional system that is taking shape, thanks to its ability to thrive even in difficult times and to effectively support the internationalization of Italian companies, notably the small and medium companies. We know that Minister Terzi himself has been very close to Chambers of Commerce in his various countries where he lived, in Israel and other countries. So I'm sure you know what I mean when I talk about the Italian Chambers of Commerce abroad. As a matter of fact, the success of our chambers is due to three main factors that in today's world we all think are very important. We are economical, we are efficient, and we are effective. Economical, because the overall cost to the Italian taxpayer for the 77 Italian Chambers of Commerce abroad as a whole is only of 5 million euros. It's efficient because this limited investment by the government actually generates an overall turnover of over 50 million euros, 10 times the investment in services and assistance to Italian companies and institutions, without counting the multiplying effect that these services themselves generate for the companies that use them in terms of business deals and business development. We are effective because the chambers are governed by business people and entrepreneurs with a deep expertise of the local market, who give their free time and time for free to the cause of bilateral trade, an invaluable and unique asset for any company that needs to enter and know new markets and need first-hand and reliable information from peers who speak their own business language. Besides these three factors, we are able to play an institutional role as well in coordination and under the supervision of our embassies. In a nutshell, the Chamber's hybrid nature makes it a powerful tool at the service of both the private and the public sectors. It is therefore a great privilege, Minister Terzi, for our Chamber today to host this luncheon for you and your delegation, and to get to know better the Italian business community and the Singaporean business community with contacts with Italy. We believe it is indeed an acknowledgement of the importance that our business community here and the Chamber, as a consequence, play in promoting bilateral ties and the Made in Italy, encouraged by the Ambassador, whom I would like really to thank for his continuous and important support to our Chamber. We have been working very closely since he came. Thanks to our 180 members, to the agreements with Siemens and Invitalia to promote bilateral FDI, to the launch of the Italian Business Awards 3 years ago, to the over 10 business delegations that every year we organize, including Bergamo. The Bergamo Chamber asked me to stress this in your favor. To the continuous and fruitful coordination with the Singapore economic agencies and to the presidency of the Eurochamber that we have acquired a few months ago, I can say that our chamber has built an important reputation in both countries, an important asset to the Italian companies and the Italian government. Singapore is at the heart of the ASEAN and is also more and more a springboard for entire APAC region. In fact, it can offer Italian companies a relatively economical and efficient platform to explore and enter the entire Asian region. In Italy, China is often depicted as a kind of El Dorado for our companies, a priority that they cannot miss, so it's said. Even though our SMEs, and I talk specifically about SMEs, can hardly afford to enter it, considering the huge and often hidden costs of doing business there. To give an example, which is personal related to my own company, my company spent as much to capitalize a small registered company in Beijing as one entire year of working capital for a representative office here in Singapore, where, by the way, the laws are in English, the rule of law is enforced, red tape is virtually non-existent, and labor laws are fair to companies as well, and not only to labor. Hong Kong, on the other hand, is falling more and more in the orbit of China, rapidly losing its edge as an Asian hub and becoming more and more a Chinese hub, but less important than Shanghai or Beijing anyway. Singapore, then, rather than China or Hong Kong, should be the priority for our companies if they want to conquer Asia, to avoid a bloodbath that few of our SMEs would be able to afford. Indeed, once the blacklist issue is finally solved, which I think is very soon, an issue that our chamber actually started to raise back in 2005, we are confident that more and more Italian companies will settle in Singapore. To conclude, Minister Terzi, I would like to take the opportunity of your presence here with us today to share with you 2 wishes that we have and would like to become true. First, that the Italian government recognizes even more the important role of the chambers abroad and uses them as much as possible, as you are doing today, and that many more political visits to Singapore follow soon to indicate a growing role for Singapore as a strategic partner for the internationalization of our SMEs. Thank you very much.